Ramadan Kareem, Ramadan Kareem, Ramadan Mubarak,
Ramadan Kareem,
Ramadan Kareem,
Ramadan Kareem, Ramadan Kareem, Ramadan Kareem.
From all of us on 90.1 Badegi Radio, we are wishing you Ramadan Kareem.
A very wonderful and beautiful good morning to you, beautiful listeners of Badegi Radio 90.1 FM, the People Station. Yes, welcome. How are you? Hope you are doing well. Hope the Ramadan season is going well, and also hope the Lenten season is also going well, as we hope and pray that God will spare all our lives to celebrate both the small Salah and also the Easter. Yes, my name is Sani Abdullah Ibila OG, and right about now we are already in the studio to start that your wonderful and favorite breakfast show. But before that, studio time check right about now is 4 minutes past the hour of 7, and today is the 12th day in the month of March 2026. And like play, the month of March is also going away, and we hope and pray that God will keep save our souls, for a very long time to come. So I already have Mr. Apaya with me in the studio with me this morning. Good morning, Mr. Apaya.
Good morning, Billy. Good morning, beautiful listeners out there. Thank you always for staying right here with us.
All right, good morning. Mr. Apaya, this light issue, it is really getting out of hand. In my area, for the past 3 days, we have not been having light, and they just gave us for 1 hour 30 minutes yesterday, and till next tomorrow again. Currently, is this how we'll continue?
Well, I think you should be grateful that you even see 1 hour. There are some areas for the past 72 hours, they see light for less than 1 hour. And if you ask Baba, his own case is going to be a very different one, because I think his own, their transformer blew off yesterday.
Oh, wow.
So it means no light. The one that they used to flash, they have their transformer. They're talking about this Gogomelele transformer. I don't know why that transformer always have problem. Virtually all transformer, most transformers in the town used to have that problem. And this is what we get. So I think we are calling on AEDC. We don't know what is happening. We actually celebrated you guys few days back. We believe, it's going to continue. Not knowing that which is not healthy. This is fasting period. We never have this period again until after 365 days. So why should you deny us this opportunity at least to enjoy? And coincidentally, this summer we have Lent and Ramadan at the same time. So what will somebody benefit, trying to make people go through hardship at the very sacred month? So it's very unfortunate. So we are calling on ADC. We know actually that the whole blame is not on you, because you have 3 value chain: the generation, the transmission, and of course the distribution. So you are the distribution is because you are the one closest to the consumers, and that is why you feel the brunt of all the complaints. So, but at least try to improve. We know that the problem is not coming from you. You can see the generation is going down.
Yes,
it's going down by the day, and we don't even know why the Minister of Power is still there.
I think there was a video I saw. They said he's the Olokunku of Okunku land. Yes, that is the Minister of Power. He should not be called the Minister of Power, but the King of Darkness currently, because that is what we are experiencing. And it seems that they don't even know what to do, Mr. Apaya. It is annoying when you see even countries that are in war still having lights. I don't know. Iran, which is being bombarded back to back, Israel, which is being bombarded back to back, are still having steady light 24 hours, 7 days in a week. And we that we are relatively at peace, if not for banditry and the likes. And we are not even having bomb blast, except for IEDs which are being placed on the road. And in this 21st century, we are struggling to give the basic necessity, the most minimum of bearers that you can give to people. It is not a luxury, Mr. Paya. Telling me I should even thank God for having 1 hour 30 minutes, like in the 21st century, for crying out loud.
We're just speaking in parable. Should I say it's a sarcasm?
So now light is not a luxury to us.
I'm trying to be sarcastic this morning because light has become luxury. Light and water is luxury. You know, even issue of water, you know, light and water, they are going
side by side.
In pari passu. When you didn't see light, you don't see water. And you know, a few days back, the former governor actually went to water board to actually make a lot of promises and asked that they should continue pumping water. But the reality still remains that if there is no light, do you give them diesel enough?
Question.
Do you give them diesel enough? That is one thing. It's one thing to say, okay, we have given you diesel, but how much? What is the number of liters you have given? Because the information we are gathering is not something to to be happy about. The diesel that I think is available, I doubt if they will not finish it in one day. If those engines will be on up and doing for 24 hours, I doubt if they will last. The diesel will last for 24 hours. So it's one thing for you to announce that you've given diesel. It's another thing for people to know, okay, what is actual quantity of the diesel given? Is it the one that will last for say 7 days, 1 month before you can bring another one? So I think the whole thing is so in shambles.
Exactly.
It's unfortunate.
It is. Real quickly, let's take it to the headlines in Nigeria before we take it to the most important thing, which is going on right about now. So yesterday, Mr. Pai, there's this ardent supporter of APC who was saying that the APC government is working, who was saying that insecurity has been reduced. Unfortunately, was kidnapped. Yes, and the daughter came to drop a tweet on X saying that her father has been kidnapped, that people should help raise ransom. And a whole lot of people were saying, but was this not the same father who was just some months ago was praising the APC government and saying that insecurity has been brought down? And a lot of people were dragging her. Now, a moral question was asked that we should not look at that angle, that we should find a way of saving the man.
No. Normally we should not be rejoicing over the misfortune of our fellow. But again, what is killing this country is high level of hypocrisy. Yes. Hypocrisy is what is killing us. You have even forgotten. What more will you say about Rara, Dauda Kuhutu Rara? One of the press singers of the APC who have actually made a lot of fortune from singing lies. Because I remember there was a time he actually talked about this, that security had been provided. He had a fallout with Buhari government. He betrayed Buhari because nobody knows Rara. It was Buhari that brought him to limelight, singing for Buhari, and before you know, they glorify him and become somebody. But unfortunately, to tell you how hypocrite he is, as soon as Buhari gave way for Tinubu to come in, he now abandoned Buhari and embraced Tinubu and say, talk about bad things about APC government under Buhari. All of a sudden, his mother was being kidnapped. You remember? So his mother was being kidnapped. He was even calling for people to call him, help him to gather money for ransom. How he managed to got his mother freed, nobody knows. But again, his mother is freed, and he's making a whole lot of fortune in APC government. So that is the kind of life we live in Nigeria. It's all about you and your family, and who is also supposed to be. And even this is what we even talk about leadership in this country. Remember, a few days back we play a clip of Sunusi Sunusi, former CBN governor and Emir of Kano, who is actually talking about leadership bankruptcy in Nigeria. Our leaders don't have integrity and a lot of things. Yes. And you have justified it with reality on ground. Exactly. So that is the life we're living now, and that is why leaders now are doing all manner of things, because you have lieutenants around them who cannot, honorably tell them the truth. Oga, what we are doing is wrong. Exactly. Okay, and tell me, we're talking about issue of light. You want to tell me the all ministers around the president, the all cabinet, nobody here the campaign the president made that after 4 years, if I didn't give you light, vote me out. And this is the president that is very, very desperate to have second time. He has forgotten all those promises. So why don't even the minister of power remember him? Mr. President, you have made a pledge to Nigerian. It's about time for you to redeem that pledge, if actually second time is something to be reckoned with. But nobody here have the courage, but they want to fill the ballot with force.
Exactly. You know, the thing is, Mr. Pai, I think Nigerians not holding leaders accountable right from time immemorial has been a very serious issue, because this have not started now. It has always been there, where they will come and give us a promise that this is what we are going to do. If we don't do it, then. But still, it seems we forget easily in this country. We readjust easily to sufferings. Like Fela said, suffering and smiling. We are so used to it. Even the former administration too, he said spaghetti will come down to 16 naira. If not, we didn't see anything. Now, coming to Tinubu's regime too, he said 4 years, give me 4 years, I'm going to sort the issue of power. But has there been any deliberate, intervention? Have there been any deliberate funding into the power sector? Have there been any deliberate political will to construct more dams? Or if not more dams, do we have more gas power plants coming on? A whole lot of this. And Mr. Paya, these things are not rocket science. We keep on saying it here. Where there's a political will, there will always be a way. Whether we like it or not. But let's not dwell on this too much. We don't have much time. Senator Aminu Waziri Tambuwal resigns from the PDP, and I think he's going over to the ADC.
That's sure.
Sure, Banka, yeah?
Sure.
So do you think it's a big win for the ADC?
Yeah, it is. I just hope that a siege is not laid on him. Once you leave and join a strong political opposition in the country, the next thing now you're going to be a target for the anti-craft agency and other security outlets in the country, which is very, very dangerous for our democracy. El-Rufai is still languishing in the custody of is it ICPC?
Yes.
Or
DSS? Which particular one?
So it's still languishing, and as soon as he's out, I think now is going to come up. ICPC is holding El-Rufai for what does not concern them. I don't see what do you call it? ICPC, prognosing into issue of national security. Your own is financial crime, and even the EACC. But you are holding El-Rufai that you've got to discover some tapping item or equipment in his house. What do you have to do with that one? Does that have to do with financial misappropriation that you are accusing him of? And how about other people that have been having a lot of corrupt cases hanging on their neck? So you are doing a selective justice, and you think Nigerians should believe in you? No. So I think Tambuwal now, recall that he too, there was a time they leveled some financial charges against him. Yeah. So I think probably his file will be redusted again, so that they think they can decapitate the faders of the strong oppositions in the country. But we just be watching.
Yes.
Look at what is happening in the Middle East.
Yes.
This is it's not a lesson to Nigerians. Our leaders are not looking at that as lesson. Just yesterday, I saw Minister of Finance, Wale Edun, trying to glorify the country for having private oil refinery in Nigeria, trying to glorify Dangote, calling him a game changer and all sorts of names. I say, is it the same Dangote that you are back and forth frustrating till this moment? You are frustrating him. You want to bring Suko to Nigerian masses, but yet as government you are deliberately frustrating his effort. It's now that you begin to see that Dangote is a game changer. So I think the whole thing is all about hypocrisy.
Exactly. It is hypocrisy at the end of the day. So let's take it to some more news, as we have a reps prescribed 2-year jail term, 10 million naira fine for dual party membership. The House of Representatives on Wednesday amended Section 77 of the recently assented Electoral Act 2026 to prescribe 2-year jail term or 10 million naira fines or both for anyone who knowingly maintain membership of two political parties at the same time. How possible is that in the first place? I think you renounce one, then you go to the other. I think this is one of those things that we are talking about in the House of Assembly, Mr. Paya. More serious issues are on the grounds that are to be deliberated upon. But we are doing what is not actually necessary. They are still kidnapping people day in, day out. People are still being killed day in, day out. People are being raped. People's farm are being trampled upon, all this, and it seems that the political class are not seeing this. It seems as if they are immune. It seems as if they are in a cocoon where they are not even in tandem with the reality on ground. So I don't understand. Is it until when their own families start getting kidnapped, is that when they will start taking this matter serious?
No, this tells you how totally the level of disconnection between the leaders and the led. That tells you the disconnection between the people who actually gave them the mandate to go there and represent them. They're doing something differently. Like you said, excuse me, we have a lot of pressing issues. And look at now, their concern is 2027. How do they get back? Now, if you're talking about that, how then do you do about somebody who will be in double ballot in single election? the likes of Senate President Akpabio, who contested for president, at the same time secure his position
Yes.
as a senator, is now the number 3. What do you do about the immediate past Senate President Ahmed Lawal,
Lawal, yes.
who was in the ballot in the presidency and of course in the ballot
in the Senate?
In the Senate.
Yes.
So there are a whole lot of issues like that. You don't legislate on that one. You are only looking at the one that will favor you. It's unfortunate. Even the Electoral Act, it has been an issue of debate.
Yes. The transmission issue. Yeah?
A lot of controversy over the issue of Electoral Act that was being passed into law.
Yeah.
But Nigerians will still wait. You understand? Nigerians will wait. And like I said, our leaders are not learning lesson. If you look at what happened in 2015, I think the very big people who should have learned a lot is the APC. On how if they look at their own political trajectory, how they come into power, the dynamics of time that turn things upside down and make them unseat a very strong political party, the giant, the largest political party in Africa then, which is the PDP. How they wrestle power from the PDP. So, and the same thing is coming. History has its own way of coming back, and it's coming and they are not seeing it. They are not seeing it. Yesterday I watched Pastor Ayedele, who is talking about the president Tinubu not watching his back, that Trump is coming to unseat him, but he's not watching his back. And you will be looking at it as a joke, and from all the indices on ground, that's processes. It's not far away from the reality. But I don't know how they are thinking.
Yes, all right. Talking about Trump, I think let's take it to the Middle East right now. Yesterday, Thailand tanker was bombed, and a whole lot of questions were raised that the Thai was not in the war, they were not friendly, and the likes. But again, it begs the question: we are in war, and we have said the Strait of Hormuz is closed. Don't come through. And the Iranian people said, we want them not to come, but they did come. And now, that type ship was actually going to India. And we know that India is actually a sympathizer with the U.S. And Iran has said that any of Israel, U.S. or Israel allies are legitimate targets. So that is, even though you are not an ally to Israel and Iran directly, if you are an ally of an ally, it's just like the friend of my enemy is also my enemy at the end of the day. So now it begs the question, why must you pass through? Even though the United States has promised passage to any vessel that wants to pass through the Strait of Hormuz. But you can see, they dare them, try it and see. Come closer. Try it and see. And they actually abandoned that plan. They actually abandoned that plan. And now people are blaming Iran. I was like, no. You have already been warned. Don't come true. And again, they are risking their own lives because a whole lot of mines are being planted on that particular passageway, which I don't know, what were they thinking? Why would they risk that cargo?
Well, I think what Iran did is that, they just have to carry out that action because, everybody's trying to prove his own might.
Yes.
Iranians are trying to see how they will decapitate America totally. In fact, they want to chase America out of the Middle East completely. And they've been having this plan for over 20 years. They prepared for very, very long. Then preparation for this particular action, it took them 20 years. And they are ready to fight it for the next 10 years, which, of course, no country that is in the war have the capacity to stay in the war for 10 years. America don't have that capacity to stay in this war for 10 years. And they said they will be launching attack on daily basis. That is one. Two, there's this economic, supremacy. They want to, like I said, they want to decapitate America politically, socially, economically, and otherwise. And they've started. And, the Russians and, of course, Chinese are very much happy over it, and they are granting all the necessary support, and they're watching. So they say a dance that the bird that dance on the street has its own drama in the bush. Yes, the Iranians are dancing because they know they have Russia and China on their back. So they dare America and any other person to pass through. So if you are passing through, you have to let them know. You have to get consent. As it is now, do you know that they say Iranians, this is the more time they're even exporting.
Exporting more. Yes,
China are having more.
Yes, China
about 11 million barrels per day.
Yes,
it's true. That so this is to tell you that Iranians are in total control of that street, and they dare America come through, come closer, and you will see.
Exactly.
So I think what happened yesterday is unfortunate, but Iran is a necessary action that they have to take so that they will tell the world that they are still in control. That all the lies that is coming from the media is not the reality on ground.
Yes.
America has just been busy lying. Most importantly, the psychopath, which is Trump.
Yes, you know, like what you said. This war has been one of the most censored in recent wars that we have been having. We've seen other wars where it has been televised. What is happening is actually being televised, but the Israelis have made sure that what is coming out of Israel is so much censored that we rarely see the attacks going on, except from, we don't see from major news outlets, from major media outlets. We only see from, private individuals who are on ground over there. And even at that, if you don't move it out anyhow, it has to go through some chain of commands, even from the Iranian axis to the same thing. But like you said, not to undermine their authority in the Strait of Hormuz, they had to carry out that attack yesterday. Now, coming back to Trump, Mr. Apaya, one thing I have noticed is Trump is behaving like an African politician. Now, why did I say so? In the first election he lost against Biden, there was vote buying.
Yes, there was.
Which has never happened in the history of US. The second time, in collaboration with Elon Musk, there was also vote buying.
Seriously.
Using the Dogecoin, the Trump coins, and the like. Now, Trump, with what is happening, don't you think Trump is demystifying the office of the president of America, which used to be the number one citizen, who used to be so revered? Trump is demystifying USA being the super global power, number one. Trump is demystifying the American system, the security system of America, talking about the army. Because now Iran is showing the whole world that whatever it is you say you have, it can be easily defeated, which is currently, being shown. And there is no reply for that. The third system has been removed. The Patriot has gone down. Even the Iron Dome has gone down. Now they have to go and start removing that of South Korea to bring back to the Middle East. Now it is clear that Trump is bringing America down.
There is end time to everything. Anything that has beginning must surely have an end. America has been having its way. You understand? Showing its supremacy over all other countries in the world, and probably time has come that America will have to call down. The dynamics of life.
Stable turns.
Yeah, stable turns. You see somebody from the bottom become on the top. Somebody on the top come down to the bottom. That is what you're going to see. America will never survive this war. Already they are losing. They are not even telling the truth. You could imagine. Your whole Delta Force, about 173 were being, arrested, put into hostages after killing many. And you can see how Iranians are, meticulously attacking all the American base in the
Middle East,
and how they are decapitating them. So it is a already lost battle for the Americans, and that is the more reason why, they say there is a secret call Trump put to Putin to mediate.
Yes.
And Trump again is going to Venezuela and Ukraine, asking them to help them with the technology that they use in getting
fighting, fending off Russia.
From those drones.
Yes.
That Iranian drums is something very fantastic. They said they are going back to their old technology is what they use.
Exactly.
They have not even started using
the main ones,
the
new
modern and updated technologies that is not can not be easily detected. If American cannot detect or bring down those old drones,
yes,
I doubt if they will have the capacity to first the ones that are coming. Nobody knows. You understand? Iranians, like they say all their militaries, all their soldiers are engineers. As they are launching 100 bombs, another engineers are there,
creating more, manufacturing more. Yes, exactly.
So I think it's a already lost battle for the Americans. I just hope they should just throw in the towel.
Yes.
And just pack honorably.
But to save face, I don't think Trump will do that, because Trump always have this of saying, yes, we'll make a very big and wonderful, the most beautiful peace deal the world has ever seen. That's how you.
Even yesterday, he said that the to end the war lies on them, that they will end the war soon. And Iranians have even blown their ears. They're not even listening to what they are saying.
Exactly.
And one thing I love with Iranians, if you follow their media outlets, that's where you get the real happenings. Even the attacks on them, they will still report it the way it is.
Yes.
So if they tell you anything daily is true, okay, today where is Netanyahu?
Yeah, it's missing. Though some reports are saying he's dead. Because he hasn't come out since the bombing of his house.
Are you not surprised? No any public statements. No, nothing that will give you even if it's an iota of confidence that okay, he's still alive. All images, there is nothing new that will show you that even if you are hiding inside the bunker that has been penetrated, they've launched a missile that have penetrated to the bunker, and it kills his own younger brother. So that is to tell you nobody is safe. And what they are planning to do is you see the rain of drums of missiles that has been coming through to Tel Aviv and other cities in Israel. I think it's something that is so worrisome. It
is. But we hope that this war again. The United States is now seems to have now accepted that they actually bombed that school in Iran that killed over 170 school children and teachers.
Nobody's even waiting for their own confirmation or whether to
Trump was insinuating that it might be the Iranians that even bombed their own
nobody
country.
Listen to Trump any longer. Nobody listen to him. Now they know he's a liar. He's a serial liar, and that is inconsistent with their modus operandi. The Israelis, there's nothing they have not done. When you go to the vulnerables, the young and the small
women, the young and the elderly.
You don't attack them.
Yes.
They have done worse. They have done worse. People even the young that you even attack in the hospital, you went and bombed the hospital. They're looking for relief materials. You went and bomb it and bomb everybody. So I don't think everybody want to even listen to them to confirm whether or not they are the one who attacked that school. Iranians are prepared, and like I said, like we've always said, Iranians are martyrdoms.
Yes.
They are people who are ready to sacrifice their own life for their own belief, their own religion, their own nation. I wish Nigeria, the giant of Africa, will begin to have a rethink and have this type of spirit of patriotism, even if we are not going to be martyrdom. But let's be patriotic. You understand? We shouldn't subject ourselves to liars, to lying. Somebody, a leader, will appear on national daily and be lying.
Yes, kiri, like someone will say,
will be lying to you. What is not there, as if he's not going to die and live and meet his own creature. If you talk the next thing now, because he have a temporary power, you want to use that power on you, not knowing that power is transcendent.
Yes.
Those who were there before you, where are they today? Some of them have become Abuntosayi.
Yes, they have.
You jail person today, tomorrow after leaving power, they jail you. So what meant? You steal public funds. Sometimes you are there alive. The resources is being channeled for party.
Yes, it will
so that's why I said it.
Yes.
A governor governor kan saci kudin al'umma. Kudin da za a saya asibiti, za a saya magani da shi, za a gina makarantu, a ba da ruwan sha da wutar lantarki da sauransu. Ka tattara ka kwashe saboda kana gwamna, ka gama kudin ka mutu, yaranka sun je sun shiga harkar drugs da shi. You are supposed to bequeath a legacy. At least people who will be praying for you after you have left the earth. Kana kabari ana maka addu'a. Instead of suna aika maka da zunubi. What is me amfani one? This is a vanity.
Exactly, vanity upon vanity at the end of the day. But as an African man, we would always want to accumulate as much wealth as possible. And like you said, forgetting that you will leave everything here. And like I always tell people, Mr. Apaya, if you die, majority of the time we've seen that happen over and over again. Once the person dies, it takes away all his wealth and everything just disappear over a period of time.
Of course, okay, this one now, look at it now. In your very eye, at your very eye, you are seeing your own loot. Abin da kai deny mutane is going at Iska.
Yes.
In Dubai is predominantly foreigners. If you want to see the wealthiest people in Dubai, they are from Africa, Nigeria. You will park Nigeria money, go to Dubai, buy landed property. Look at how those landed property are being on flame now.
Yes.
Drums every day. They are bombing your own resources, the money that even if you stole. And that is why we were talking about Malemi. Nobody is glorifying corruption. Malemi, former Attorney General, who was being crucified, who is facing political persecution now. All those charges they laid against him, they say he built mosques for inside KB, a university inside KB. All those things he built. Now, even if you want to confiscate those things now, will it be hard for you? At least it's going to be for the greater benefit of these people that couldn't Nigeria and Nigeria. So we are begging, if you have to loot, so that by you loot and you meet your God. We are not advocating looting, but if you must loot and invest in Nigeria, so that at least even if you die, at least we enjoy it. Is our own resources that just we enjoy.
Exactly. All right, thank you very much for that one. And coming back to Niger State, these headlines repopped again, and I think let's just dwell a bit on it. Okay. As FET Minaboso campus, tension heightens as students, staff oppose Niger government takeover. This is actually from the Daily Post newspaper, and it was posted this morning. And it says that a visit by Daily Post confirmed that academic activities continue despite tensions as laboratories, classrooms, and administrative offices were operational, contradicting claims by the state that the campus had been abandoned for years. Interactions with students highlighted Boso campus as central to both academic and social infrastructure, underscoring potential disruption if the dispute escalates. Governor Bago defends government position. Speaking during a television interview, defended the state's move, describing the students' demonstrations as unfortunate. He claimed the Boso campus belongs to Niger State and was temporarily ceded to FUT Mina in 1985 for a 30-year lease, adding that some laboratories and facilities were reportedly decaying. We said let our medical students use the laboratories, hostels, and lecture theaters. They are not running any program there. Some of the laboratories are decaying because termites are eating the furniture. Why are people being selfish? He queried.
See, what will be problem in life? I've worked with some people. I've worked with somebody. She will give me ATM to ask me to go and get money for her. If I go, I will withdraw the money she asked me to withdraw. She will ask me, Uncle, no any balance. Why will I do it your balance? To know your amount, the amount is your balance, the balance your account, so that it become a problem to me. So you don't look at somebody's fortune. Look at your own. The little God has given you, manage it. This is the case. You understand?
Yes.
I'm doing this little analogy so that we understand. This is federal government property that they develop, built over the years. You mustn't catch up with FUT now. Start your own. When they're advising you, the one that they started, you have IBB Lapai. The whole land is there. When you go there, even if it is 2 or 3 course of foundation you put in place and you abandon it, it's not going to be totally abandoned. Any government that comes and prioritize that teaching hospital will continue from where you stop. The university Lapai was started by Kwe. Today is Kwe the governor. After Kwe, how many governors? The little the governors could do, they are put in place. So why should you be looking at somebody's fortune? The moment you set your eyes in somebody's fortune, that will be the beginning of your problem. Your own medical student, if you have made proper arrangement for them, there wouldn't be need for you to begin to look at another person's campus. It is federal government property. It is FCC property. If they lie, let them abandon it. They've stole it for them. The records from the records, from the record, they sell it to them 2.8 billion naira.
Yes.
And over the years, they've built the university. So why should you set your eyes if there is a mutual? See this fight, this fracas is needless in the first place. It is a gentleman agreement.
Yes.
The most fortunate part of the whole thing is the VC from Niger State.
You know,
it's a Nigerite.
Yes.
And you know he's into it. It's educational background that took him to that position.
Exactly.
So you know the benefit of education.
I know him personally.
You understand?
Yes.
I know him personally.
Yes.
So if it is something that you want, you can make a secret arrangement with him. You now come. It is in Niger State.
Let's have a joint venture.
Let's have a joint venture. You help us.
Yes, help
we
us,
started this thing our own. We started. We could not finish because we beat him more than we can chew. Let him understand this thing so that okay, we know how to do this thing. But you want to take it forcefully, and you think as a professor who ran to the position of VC will look at a governor to threaten him to take away a property that is being entrusted in him. In the next 5 years, he will be leaving that place. You understand? It turn off. Is it 5 years? So they come and say it is under my own watch that you forcefully take this university as a professor, then they'll say you don't know what you are doing. So I think there should be a gentleman arrangement between them, understanding.
Yes.
Let's talk talk to man, understand man. We are born Nigerians. We understand this thing. It's additional development.
Yes.
So I think in the first place, Mr. Governor has been wrongly advised, or if it is a unilateral decision he took, I think he took a very, very wrong decision.
He went about it the wrong
and
way.
unfortunately, at this material time that we are faced with insecurity, students are in the campus. By the time you want to forcibly close down that university, or what the governor threatened to do to cut off the lights that goes to the university, Bosu and Gidankwano campuses, if he dares do that, we are not inciting nobody, but we know from record what has happened.
Is it possible? It's just like during our time when he said he was going
this
to
is
withdraw
Nigeria.
our license.
This is Nigeria. This is Nigeria.
You are not
you
AEDC.
have light, your own light. It has been denied. What do you do?
Nothing.
The only thing they have to go and get solar. So if the governor goes ahead to take a drastic measure
Yeah.
in closing down university, you don't expect the student to keep mute.
Yes.
They will protest.
Real quick, Mr. I'm talking about solar. I think you have something for us on solar.
yes,
So, let's use that one to diffuse a bit.
Because
let's calm our nerves with that one. Yes.
Because the state is begging for light, and they're asking us to go and get our own light.
Yes,
So
let's
let's
get
take
some
this.
alternative source, you know. So, so listeners, take a listen to this, please.
Kun karo lakanci a malam ka take min ko ba ne ba akwai sola dan ne ba sun ji kunya ku rike ne ba ku dan Allah dan ne ba sun ji kunya ko ba ne ba akwai sola dan ne ba sun ji kunya ku rike ne ba ku dan Allah dan ne ba sun ji kunya Allah tsamani ne kuta sun sa jama'a sayan sola in ba sola akwai matsala malam dan dubi dan Allah gwamnan house akwai sola tutun guga akwai sola roba akwai sola shagon dunki akwai sola shagon aski akwai sola ɗakin gaye akwai sola gidan manajan nepa akwai sola.
So, yeah, that yes,
in a state that is endowed with hydro
dams, four.
But you know, we are now being asked to go back to solar.
Yes.
So
we'll look for alternative source, but Mr. Paya, when you tell people to go back to solar, you know, when the governor made that pronouncement that we should go for alternative sources, I was thinking, where people are struggling to feed, you are telling them to go for solar. Mr. Paya, the least solar you can install right about now that will just carry maybe your fan car and your bulbs. It won't carry your fridge, and you have a special TV for it. You spend nothing less than 1 million naira for that. So tell me, where do you expect people to get that money to install that solar?
how about those mobile solar they use to get that one, the one that will charge your phone, probably your phone.
So, okay, that small one. So what about the house? Won't we have light inside the house? Won't we have on our TV to watch some
people have already given up to light. Excuse me. Since phone now is part and parcel of our life, you can't live without handset now. So it's one of those things you will want to always have it being charged. So people, if they can even get their handset charged, so that in the night they can use it as a torchlight to torchlight the darkness that we are being subjected to. So I think it's about how many people can even have
that's the thing, Mr. Fire.
When you have pensioners, somebody, a pensioner, somebody who after serving your own state for 35 good years,
the
you
best
are
part of his
giving
life,
3,000 naira. 3,000 naira, and even the 3,000 is not forthcoming. Pensioners, look at the stress they are going through now. So it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate.
Ekubela Jimbaba.
Don't Kubela.
Ekubela Jimbaba.
I want to get water. I want to get water. You know, you see, I have a problem, and the problem I have, I bought water from Megarwa.
Okay.
I never know he took the water from Bosodam. The water was reddish. But because it was dark, we don't know the quality of the water. Till later in the night, I want to bath. Then the water was red. I said, I don't have alum to do sedimentation.
Yes.
And I don't have chlorine as
to whiten the water.
Chlorine doesn't wipe water.
Kills germs.
It's antiseptic.
Okay.
Chlorine is to kill any germ in the water. So I just, I left here with 2 bags of
Sachet water.
So I break it, put in the pocket, clean myself, do my prayers. This morning, I say, okay, all the water that is in the house, they should take it and water the flower. And then I started looking for a cleaner water. You understand? So when I get the cleaner water, I say, let me supervise its collection.
One by one.
Don't pray you again. One chance. So now, on the road, I'm hearing you, Boso Campos, this country. I spoke to somebody, but for the respect I have for him, I don't mention his name. He said, I'm castigating governor. I'm dragging governor. I say, you are a medical doctor. Has governor get training pertaining to creating a medical teaching hospital? You are his paddy. Did he give you the responsibility to build a medical doctor? You, as a very qualified medical doctor, teaching hospital is not a general hospital. You need small theaters, but those theaters are mostly attached to mortuary.
Yes.
You have the mortuary of teaching hospital is specialized. So that you can bring the dead body cadaver out. Within the theater, there are cadavers.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean by cadavers? Dead body.
Dead
So
body.
you teach medicine with the dead bodies, and we have a lot of dead bodies that are not claimed. Do you get what I mean? So in designing the hospital, you don't build a bogus building that you cannot complete. You design it in such a way, number of your students, the line in those who are supposed to be using your inpatient that you have, so that as you are teaching, you are looking at the sick ones, what is their sickness, and then you have a lot of data. And if you are very smart, you connect your lecture theater to Mayo Clinic in New York. Do you understand? You have another big hospital in New York that becomes your referral. Whenever they are doing a specific operations there in their theater, you gather in your theater, or you gather in your lecture room and use the connectivity of the satellite connection and watch the operation practically live. So you are learning. And then you have the cadavers. So what they teach you on live human being, you will come and see how you can practice on a dead body. I said, is the governor qualified in that line? I'm a patient of me. I have a problem with spine. My back is broken in 3 places. I'm almost paralyzed. In fact, when I was going to the hospital in Cairo in 2007, they gave me one-way ticket. Thinking I'm coming back in the cardboard. And I got some terrible surgeons who are very very good orthopedicians and neurosurgeons, a group. And then you have anesthesia special professors. They are all professors. And they are all soldiers. They are all brigadiers and generals. Do you know why? After Egypt fought so many wars against Israel, these soldiers, along with their experience of the battlefield, they become so specialized in managing trauma. So they were able to put my back together. They open it, check it, reconnect the back, protect the spinal cord, put all the bolts and the screws, put the plate, panel beat me, put plate below, up, left, right, up again, below. That means I have 6 plates in my back with what they call Kingston pedicle screw, special metal, the one they use in the aircraft engine. That what they screwed me with that, and it takes about 12 hours because they have to put magnifying glasses in their eyes so that they don't damage the nerves, so that I don't get paralyzed. But I've signed that in the process, if I die, I'm gone. And in the process, after the operation, they were telling me you died about 3 times. We have to revive you because it's too long. 12 hours.
Marathon. Marathon.
You understand? Your heart stops, will bring you back, will continue. Your heart stops, will bring you back and continue. And then there's a machine that is heart and lung machine that is connected to you, that keeping you alive. So when you look at that, I'm again with my experience in building Ebola emergency Ebola hospitals for federal government in Port Harcourt, Kano, Port Harcourt, Lagos, and Abuja, teaching hospitals. Are you going to tell me about teaching hospital where most of these buildings I did was next to a mortuary where dead bodies are kept? Because Ebola, the moment you have Ebola, you already decided to be a dead body. You understand? I'm not a medical doctor, but medicine, I'm not a stranger. And so when they say, okay, I'm now dragging governor, he bought a MRI. I said, MRI that the story is all over the town. That is a leftover auction
from customs.
Yeah, from customs. And we bought it at a very, very reckless
price.
How do I call it?
A giveaway price.
Giveaway. They think that they were both overpriced.
Oh, so
they think that they say that it's overpriced and then it's not worth it, and then why you come back to say it's of the best in West Africa over time cargo. How are you sure that even works? And you don't have a radiographer technician that will do it. So I told the man that, look, don't look at me. I'm the governor's. I'm his mentor. I'm his oga. I'm his father by my age. When I left university, the governor is still having pampers. If he doesn't have pampers, he has Nika, short Nika. He hasn't entered primary school. He says he's 52. I left university in 1978. 78 to now. How many years? Close to 50. Or 48. So, what do I gain by insulting my governor? I'm not insulting him. I'm 72, going to 73. Why should I abuse governor? But we're saying that what we are doing is not what will save our people. We're saying that you don't put a flyover where there are no traffic. You took a decisions that you didn't consult anybody. You do things without consultation. You have said it. If he spoke to the VC in a manner of a brother to brother, man to man, I want to be this ruler. But you have failed in your teaching hospital, and you want to grab somebody's property using your office that you can use a dictatorship. You try to play Trump. But when he's trying to play Trump, you are Trump. Because it's only Trump that have that audacity to go and kill Ayatollah and say that they should surrender. You are going to tell EFUT to surrender to you, or whatever happened to them, you are going to cut it. Is this democracy? Is it democracy? And what did Ayatollah tell him? If I die, many of mine will come. And he died. They killed him, killed his grandchildren, killed his everybody.
And they provoke anger now.
And then they provoke, and they are now begging for
ceasefire.
For ceasefire. And even with the information going around, they said Netanyahu is already dead.
He's already dead
because he has not been coming. We haven't seen him for
they
some.
They have not seen him.
Yes.
And they are not. Nobody has seen him, and they are not. They are not proving it wrong. They are not proving it right.
There's a silence.
Silence, and they are moving nuclear capable planes into positions. Some have gone into Britain, and that's why Trump and Putin have more than 1 hour discussing. And now the Putin is saying that the umbrella of nuclear has covered the Iran, the umbrella. The nuclear umbrella of Russia has covered Iran. And somebody again yesterday is telling me that Iran already perfected a nuclear warhead. You don't understand? That Iran has perfected a nuclear warhead. And if they by mistake, they use nuclear. Although somebody was telling me yesterday that a nuclear enriched or a nuclear 15 kg of tactical nuclear has been used. On Tehran. We have not got the confirmation now. But all night, they didn't sleep in Tel Aviv. And then, in conclusion, the analyst, a retired military officer from what do you call him? From Britain, from US, a colonel in the US Army, is making analysis.
And it's been so objective, his analysis.
How will the war end?
Days, the US wasn't there except bombing at the end. And
because it
the same
wasn't
thing could happen again.
It wasn't supposed to be there. The 12-day war is supposed to be a regime change where Israel was trying to decapitate, achieve the quick gain. They didn't. The U.S. came in at the end, midnight hammer, sort of a gamesmanship to bring a ceasefire about. That won't happen again. Iran will not. The world needs to understand. The U.S. and Israel murdered Ali Khamenei. They murdered the supreme leader. People need to stop pretending this wasn't an event. This is a earth-shattering event. The Iranian people are enraged. They will not stop this war until they get their revenge. And their revenge will be against the nation state Israel that perpetrated this and against the United States. This doesn't end with the United States having a military footprint in the Middle East. Iran will seek to eliminate that. Now, if Donald Trump is willing to withdraw the totality of American forces from the Middle East, that could bring about the reopening of the Strait of Hormuz and peace and comfort with the Gulf Arab states. But if Donald Trump wants to pretend that the United States has an inherent right to continue to have a military presence in the Middle East after they use that military presence to carry out a surprise attack against Iran, you're smoking dope. And if you think Israel gets to continue to exist in a manner that threatens Iran, no, Israel murdered the supreme leader. They now have the son of the supreme leader as the supreme leader. You think he's going to sit there and say, it's all cool. You murdered my dad. You killed my daughter. You guys tend to forget about that. 14-month-old granddaughter of Ali Khamenei, murdered by Israel. Murdered. And you want to pretend that they're going to sit there and say, it's all good. 170 school children murdered by the United States. And you want to pretend that Iran's going to go, it's good. They blew up an oil facility. It's raining acid rain, death, oil, death, fire in the streets in Tehran. And you want the Iranians to go, that's cool. What the hell? Let bygones be bygones. No, Israel and the United States entered an existential war against Iran. Existential means life terminating. Iran has played that game. They picked up the ball and they said, let's play. They're not going to quit until they get their results. And their results are America out of the Middle East and Israel never again flexing the greater Israeli muscles. Benjamin Netanyahu's dream of Abraham's Accords are done, finished. They will never happen. India's playing a stupid game of that somehow there's going to be an India, Middle East, European economic corridor. They sold down an Iranian ship, a fellow BRICS member. They allowed it to be sunk on their watch. It's it for India. It's it. This is a bigger game. Iran is not going to sit there and let the map be reset. They have the advantage. They're winning. They're going to win. They have a plan. Their plan hasn't changed. Pete Hegseth has changed the American war plan 5 times in 10 days. So, again, tell me how America's winning this thing. Tell me how Israel's winning this thing. They're not.
First, I think I agree with you that Iran is winning strategically. I think this is failing for the U.S. This is a failed regime change operation. We have reports that the Kurds are also out. There's been talks about the Kurds being armed and being part of this. One of the Kurdish groups put out a statement, an open statement, saying we're going to remain outside this conflict. But at the same time, if you told me a few months ago, Khamenei is going to be killed, Iran's going to be bombed to oblivion by the U.S., by Israel, and Iran's going to drag the entire Gulf into, in advance, they're going to drag the Gulf into this. I would be expecting a lot more damage in the Gulf. I'd be expecting, I know Israel's hard to really get facts from the ground, they've got pretty heavy censorship there, but I'd expect more damage on US bases. Again, it's hard to know. There's an expensive radar, a few radars that were hit, so they did sustain some damage. It's hard to know exactly what type of damage. But you look at those Gulf countries, they haven't joined the war directly. They haven't bombed Iran back. They've been hit by Iran. But at the same time, they've been able to intercept over 90% of the missiles. So when you say Iran's going to turn Israel inside out, I'm just trying to understand. I think Iran is capable, from what I'm seeing, is capable to sustain the closure of the Strait of Hormuz long enough for Trump to no longer want this war. And if Trump doesn't want this war, Israel cannot sustain it alone. So that's where we agree. But I just don't see anything more that Iran could do militarily. And I also don't see what involvement China and Russia will have in this. There's reports now also today that Russia and China, especially Russia, are watching to see how Iran sustains this war, to see how much they're going to help. Similar to Ukraine. NATO watched Ukraine, and when they saw Ukraine doing pretty well against Russia in the early days, they started flooding it with military equipment, and now we're in a multi-year war. So the same thing could happen in Iran. This could become a prolonged conflict.
What's the source of that? What's the source of that, Mario? I'm just curious, because I have some very good sources in Russia. Probably
ended, but I'm saying in those 12 days, the U.S. wasn't there except bombing at the end.
Because it
the same
wasn't
thing could happen again.
It wasn't supposed to be there. The 12-day war is supposed to be a regime change war. Israel was trying to decapitate, achieve the quick gain. They did.
So, you say, you can't kill my father.
No.
Go scot-free. It's not possible.
Tell me, hey, come, let's make a deal.
No.
Which deal?
No deal. No deal,
And
Baba.
then Hegels, the Secretary of Foreign, he said Islam is a hallucination religion. We are hallucinating about the paradise. You are hallucinating the Quran is fiction and all that. Which America is this?
I'm telling you.
I mean, America has been disgraced.
They are provoking the world.
No, about provoking the world. America is now satanic. And even the Israel that you are talking about, Israel is not a Christian country.
It's not.
And Israel is very dirty. It's a dirty country. Satanic country. They are satans. Netanyahu is a satan.
But to interest Christians to know that Pope Leo mourns his father, Pierre El Rali, who was killed by Israeli in the city of Lebanon, close to Lebanon. They said the funeral of Father Pierre El Rali, Maronite parish priest of a Christian village, is celebrated today in Lebanon as these villages once again experience the tragedy of war. That's from Pope Leo Francis, who says, I'm close to all the Lebanese people in this time of grief trial. Father Pierre was a true shepherd. As soon as he heard that the parishioners had been wounded in a bombing, he rushed to help without hesitation. May the Lord grant the blood he shed become a seed of peace for beloved Lebanon. So you can see this.
So you can see,
yes.
Pirates, we are winding up.
Yes.
Number one, I don't have any personal issue against the Bible.
No.
Wallahi tallahi billahi, I'm fasting. And I'm 72 heading to 73. What will I gain by dragging my governor? By bullying my governor? But what we are saying, public leadership, public engagement, have rules and regulations, and have parameters. Projects have parameters. Projects have what are the cost benefit to the people. It's their money. If the many people said, okay, decorate our town by flyover, even though we don't have a traffic, fine. But will you follow their demand? Because water will be more important. You get. You understand?
Yes.
If you say, okay, we want a hospital, then you sit down with those who are medical engineers. That are medicine have an engineering department. There are those specialized in medical engineers. Do you understand that? Those medical engineers will advise you what to do. You don't wake up and begin to call your friends, do this, do that. You are not a specialized person. And that person that was hanging on my neck yesterday and saying all sorts of things, trying to be saying that I'm now a nuisance to them. I said, okay, my friend, what Bob was doing, you a professional. Did he give it to you to do? You are the head of that section, a medical doctor. Did he consult you before he started building a hospital? That's Bogwood knows that there are cadavers as a foundation of teaching medicine. Does he know that internal medicine need a lot of capacity to teach internal medicine? Hold on. Why doctors are respected from Nigeria is because they saw a lot of dead bodies.
Yes, of course.
And nobody in Nigeria will tell you, why did my patient die? It's in America. Somebody died. There's going to be an inquiry. Here, there's no inquiry.
All right, thank you very much, Baba. And Mr. Perry, real quick, they said that UK Bill, there's a meeting for there's general meeting for retirees on Monday, 16/3/2026 at UK Bill by 9 a.m. for the appraisal of all retirees members' demand. So I think they are inviting you over there. So once a very big thank you to everybody.
Hold on.
Baba, it's already 9 o'clock. 8 o'clock.
If it's already 9 o'clock,
8 o'clock.
There is a small message that I have to deliver.
Okay.
Because look, I'm late. That's what you may assume. And if I'm late, because I'm looking for water, and water is life, and life is now a challenge. Challenge, go. Is life not a challenge?
So say
we are facing challenges.
I am just looking at you. When I was going through that,
when
I was going through that, I said I don't buy water. I tell you, I take the pain. Anywhere I can see water, I'll go and fetch.
When we were growing up, we never saw this. Previous administrations were very competent. We never thought that we were going to be in such a mess that I will be living, throwing dirty water out, looking for cleaner water. A cup. In a glass cup, is it having particles? Is it clean?
But let's have it so we can wrap up.
Have it.
Yes.
So you wrap up.
Yes.
But next time, don't ask me why I'm late.
No, ask you now.
Ga sako daga kungiyar masoyan ci gaban jihar Naija, maganin kukan zuci, da idon zuci da kuma da na sani ƙeya ne. Ya 'yan uwa ma'abota hankali, tunani da mutunci da hangen nesa. In za ku yi kuka, ku yi a wurin da za a share muku hawaye. Kuma in za ku yi magana, ku yi a inda za a saurare ku. In ku za ku yi mu'amala, to ku yi da mai gaskiya, mutunci, kamala da muhibba, masanin ilimi da siyasa, ma'abocin addini da kyautatawa. Dr. MK, jarumi jajirtacce, muna kiranka da ka yunkuro ka shigo fage don ceton al'umman jihar Naija. Ya mai capacity, ilimi, haƙuri da zumunci, ɗan baiwa mutumin kirki. Wannan saƙo ne daga ƙungiyar masoyan ci gaban jihar Naija.
Commercial break.
Sorry to break this up.
Commercial break.
Badegi Radio.
Yes, I'm with you.
We'll be right